The unofficial story is actually I was born in Lebanon in the middle of a brutal civil war. So I spent the first 6-7 years in my life in different bomb shelters. And one night we were with my family and we started hearing the helicopters that throw bombs coming closer and closer. And then we started hearing them, as the night progressed, we started hearing the bombs being closer and closer to us. So we came downstairs with the neighbors, and then we started hearing boom, 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 everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. And then at that moment, we started hugging each other. Like, I was very young, but I still remember that we said our goodbyes to our neighbors. We're like, okay, this is it, we're not gonna survive. And then a bomb exploded in our building, but luckily it was like 2 meters away. So half the building fell down, but miraculously, I don't know how we survived that night. So the next day, my mom took us and went to the Canadian embassy, and she refused to leave. She was such a strong woman until they gave us visas, because she said that what is her choice? If she comes back, we're dead. So we left, but then because at that time they were only giving visas to women and children, we had to leave my dad behind. So we came to Canada in New World, and then in Canada we went to the Arabic ghetto. And it means there was a lot of poverty. A lot of the women were not educated at that time, and then a lot of the men were left behind. So actually we were living in an apartment with like 10 other people. But that experience really shaped my whole life, because it really showed me that when women are not empowered, when they are not independent, when they don't have education, they have a very hard time taking care of their children, right? And taking care of society, because all they're doing is surviving. So I've dedicated the majority of my career to helping women around me. So when I went into engineering, and my last job, I was director of engineering at My Body before we got acquired. I spent 2.5 years fighting to get a team of 55% women engineers, which we were able to do. So after that experience, what happened is that when we got acquired, I decided to leave and then start a company to help companies hire more women engineers, because my philosophy is that if you put a woman at a fast-growing startup, her career is going to grow. We're going to get more women as tech executives that are going to mentor more women and, ideally really change the tech industry. But in that journey, I found myself being an entrepreneur, and I couldn't find any other woman entrepreneur where I went to founder events. I'm like, where are the women? I need a community behind me. So then I decided to start Women Founders Bay. Now we're one of the largest and most active communities of tech female founders.